Brian McBride, I think, has wings on the back of him. He can fly.
Volley by McBride! Oh, my, what a goal!
So talented because he's so much better than everybody else in the air. His ability to win head balls in the box makes him a great player.
It's not like he's trying tricks that don't work. He's creating chances and scoring goals with some of them, and he's not just doing them to get the crowd going. He's doing them because that's the way he can score.
He's made his name by being a player that can score goals with his head, but we found that he's a good target player. He's gotten much better in being able to hold the ball, and he's been able to create chances for other players as well.
McBride is still on it. McBride with a cross.
I think he's a guy who's one of the better athletes on his team who, although he's got a great vertical jump, isn't able to dunk a basketball. I haven't figured that one out yet.
I first started playing soccer when I was 8. We moved, and they were playing soccer, so I had to fit in and started playing soccer that way.
I can remember the first day that he went out to the playground and came home and said, they're playing this new sport where they just run and run and run, and he was hooked.
Brian was really one of the youngest kids in the neighborhood, so he kind of had a rough time of it. The older kids, and I'm sure I was part of it, he took a lot of abuse, but that changed.
He dribbled around the house all day, every day. And I got so used to it that it didn't bother me, but people would come over, my mother especially, when she would come to visit, she would be like, doesn't this bother you? And I'd say, what? And she'd say, this child dribbling around the house and kicking over his head. They would kick the ball against the garage door all the time. We had a wood garage door and it eventually collapsed.
Well, we played a lot of sports around the house, not only just the sports outside, but we did a lot of wrestling, and as you can imagine, 2 brothers close in age, a lot of fighting and tussling.
He was always the dirtiest, messiest kid. He would love it when it rained so that he could dive in front of the goal and come up completely covered with mud. I carried a plastic sheet in the trunk just to bring Brian home.
I guess I'm still a kid.